welcome to Top Trading Edge, folks. Welcome to 2024. Wishing you everybody a happy new year, folks, and uh, warm wishes for uh, health, wealth, educations, right? Everything, folks. That is where how it will start, folks. So today I'm gonna look into market for 2024 as well as this upcoming week, and I'm also look into many more stocks. And so we're gonna be a little longer a video would be. So have some glass of water probably, all right, or maybe have popcorn. All right, so let's get going, folks. So today is we'll start with the S&P 500, see how the market is look like, how the it's been doing, and see what it looks like. So let's get going. So right here on this is daily chart, folks. As you can see, this is daily chart. So MACD is overextended right here on RSI. The MACD is overextended. The bulls are in control completely. Continuous bulls were in control. I was expecting at least by 2023 they would go and test the high, but they did not, but very close to it. Now what I notice here is couple of things, folks. We all need to little focus here, okay, because market looks very parabolic. Whenever you see any parabolic move, right, that is irrational. It means it could come back, it could pull back, but when that cycle, we need to know when that could happen. Okay, that's how things are, folks. You need to know that when that happens. So what I do is, if I need to right now understand this is 50 days simple moving average, 100 days and 200 days simple moving average. Right now 50 days just cross here when we were here, and we remember when market was here, everybody think that market gonna be resistance and we're gonna pull back, and I said nope, market has a strength, and market got a FOMO and we broke through the roof and went through upward. Why? Because 50 crossed the 100 and it was bullish right here. So now all the simple moving lining up, they are lining up. What does it mean? That means market is bullish. Okay, market look bullish to me now. All right, what does that mean? That doesn't mean that apply to 1 week. No, folks, this is the longer time frame I'm applying. Market looking bullish. All right, now what we need to look into is this. So right now I'm looking at a daily chart, folks. Okay, that has a lot of strength. So I'm gonna look into the low. Where was the low? Here, right here. And let's draw the trend line. Remember, folks, trend is your friend, headline is not. Right? So what we need to do is see, this is what happened. Whenever the trend goes up, look at the market went up, then we went down, correct? Now this is the trend line to follow in this area. So we are far away from the trend line, just like this, how we are far away from the trend line. All right, whenever have a parabolic move, market got a parabolic move. Look at this over here, market went up, went down, went up, went down, and then we got a went up. Right, so we never test this trend line, but eventually we test the trend line around here. Okay, so what do you think market could do here, folks? All right, so either they could go and test these, right, pull back these, then go higher and then come back. Maybe in summer something like that could happen, but the market is right now creating the caterpillar right here, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So market is going higher. So right now is little overextended. So we're gonna look into little shorter time frame little bit later, and let's understand what market doing. So 480 is the resistance. That is your technical event, folks. So if it is a 2023 and if they wanted to cross, they would have done it, but they did not cross in 2023. So this is your 2022 high right here, 2021 high, and we are very close to it. So these are technical event. These are major technical event. This could create a cup and handle, folks. So this event people will come in after 4 5 months, 6 months, God knows when, would be 2 months, 3 months, something will happen, you will see, because this is each candle represents the one day of the work. So maybe something pull back, retest, somewhere retest, and then go higher. Okay, so if that can happen, it could create a cup and handle. How does it mean? How does the cup and handle works? right here, folks. So we are right here. This is your cup, right? And this would be, handle is not created, folks, okay? Just this is the, I always like to look the further up, that this pattern could be in the play, right? And then if that pattern happens, the market could be flying high to the 500, correct? Because this is how pattern, you need to forecast something, right? That doesn't mean that I'm going to have my position open now, but just laying out the thesis, folks. Remember, everybody loves my thesis, right? You know, right here. Okay, so this could create a cup and handle probably, God knows, we'll see, or still too early, we'll find out. Why? Because this is overextended right here. Now what would happen is, here we have a daily slight, so if you notice, market lately going up and up and up, but over here MACD is hugging and kissing. So what we need to look here is couple of things, folks. So many bears get excited, correct? And many bulls get excited. Many bulls are thinking that it could go higher also. Absolutely, folks. Anything can happen. But there are three scenarios I think of it here, and I'll explain you what are the scenario I see. Remember, folks, there's always, coin has a two side. There is not a one side. The bulls lose money, bear also lose money. You don't want to be bear, you don't want to be a bull. You want to see what the smart monies are doing. That is the right way to be a successful. All right, and that is my wishes for 2024. My wishes in our community to teach everybody, folks, everybody. Don't be a bull, don't be a bear, be a investor, be a swing trader, be a intraday trader. Find out the cycle first. What cycle are you taking your trade into? It's not about somebody said that buy this, but what cycle? Kathy would buy for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, she says, but she also gets squeezed. So then it's pointless, right? People get squeezed. So for that reason, what cycle are you taking your trade? You need to learn that, folks. So if you're longer term cycle, you need to learn until the market pull back. Market always pull back for 6 months, 8 months. You just need to learn to wait for 6 months, 8 months. You need to, any stock you're trading for, that's what I teach you. You need to apply all the combination of class I teach. And that is the way you will know whether market will pull back or not. Financial fundamental applies, technical fundamental class applies. You will know that market will pull back or not. Not, you don't want somebody to tell you that stock will pull back or not. You will know when the stock will pull back, even though how much stock you like it, correct? That is the right way to go, folks. All right, so over here, point A to point B, we are now overextended. So how much we are overextended here, folks? Look at the parabolic move, right? So in this case, so what I was trying to explain you, similar situation we could happen. So we need to wait for a bear cycle. If anybody he says I want to go long, okay, so then we need to wait for the cycle. When you buy any stock, when market was here, right? I have so many stock I posted in a Discord live stream, Discord swing alert. Those stocks perform very, very well, right? Correct. Now look at that. Qualcomm, Shopify, Microsoft, many stocks, folks. Anyway. So at that time you will need to buy, not at the FOMO. When everybody think, oh, market gonna go to the moon, that is not the time to buy. Okay, then what do you mean by, Josh, what should I do now? 2024 started, I got the tons of money to load it up in the market, right? This is how people think. No, folks, you got to look for the things. Okay, so what scenario could happen? Let's figure it out. All right, so let's understand you got to apply the technicals, what I'm gonna, what I taught in the class. So look here, this area, folks. You see this, when market was bottom here, and the bottom were rising, this bottom to this bottom, this bottom to that bottom were rising, and tops were here falling, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 tops were falling. What do you see this time? In February, tops were not falling, right? We break the previous high right here, and bottom rising. When the market bottom rising, the trend line broken, and since then market went up. But here, look at the MACD at all the way at the top, but MACD crossing. There are different ways MACD crossing. Look at that MACD crossing, but what price is doing, folks? 2 weeks down, 3 days up, 3 weeks down, 3 days down, 2 weeks compression, and eventually MACD came down here, and then MACD crossed and price also went to the moon, correct? Now again MACD cross right here, MACD cross, but price is going little down, 1 weeks. We came back, price again back to the same level right here, but where the MACD is still lower. Then price again went to higher high, and then we went down and market had a cycle change, and we went down and MACD entered into bear territory right here, and then had a bullish divergence and market went up, correct? So similar situation could happen. There are one scenario, two scenario. So this is your bear cycle, this could be your bear cycle, or this kind of bear cycle, correct? There are 3 bear cycle we could have, where the MACD can go and fill the gas and bounce. What kind of market could get MACD could fill the gas? Either this style or this style or this style. This style MACD enter into bear territory, remember that. When that happens, market is solid bearish, right? Solid bearish means 3 months or whatever it is, 3-4 months. Okay, so this is what we need to do. So do you think, Josh, I'm gonna go and short the market like that? No, the people who go first, they are the loser, folks, and that is the reason a lot of people lost the money here. People who wanted to short here, same thing could happen here also, and that is the reason what I would say is, for me, I would be very cautious here. Why? Because it's overextended parabolic move. Anytime parabolic move, never, you will not see this kind of parabolic move on S&P 500 this long continuous without pulling back. You will not see like that, correct? But now you see this happening. Look at that. So that is fine. That's fine. Only thing is the MACD is giving up a little bit, so we need to see why, because we need to fill up the gas. Remember, the RSI is overextended. That is fine, but event is not there to go immediately short and be a short for 3 months, something like that people are thinking. That's not right. Now we need more confirmation. So only thing I would tell you is to be a little cautious. That's what I would say. On a long side, little cautious. I would be very, let the new year start, let the market maker start. Now another scenario, folks, you need to keep it in mind. This is 2024, still people will be on vacation for this week, right? And remember, the blackout period for the buyback shares is ending on 19th January. 19th January. So if until 19th January, 3 weeks, if market want to pull back, it's a perfect opportunity to pull back if they want to do that, and then start buying back. By the time all the asset manager, money manager, they come back to their offices, right, in a week or 2, then they slowly lines up, and many things could happen, folks. Okay, that is the scenario laying out. Right now we're gonna look into the little smaller time frame, see what there are different way to gauge the market. All right, and so I'm just gave you the laid out one scenarios. Now we're gonna look into the second little shorter time frame. So we're gonna go into the 4-hour charts and see what the market look like to me. So what I notice here, folks, I always like to follow the pattern. See what the patterns are doing. Smart money, what the market makers are doing. Just like how market maker wants to follow you, what you guys are doing, similar like that, I want to see what they are doing. All right. So in order to do that, what do I do? What do I see here? Look at that. Market created a bullish right here. This was your bearish divergence from this level to this level in November. Market went up, correct? MACD had a divergence. MACD pulled back. What price was doing here? Higher. That is the telling me that market is bullish. And look at the cloud conditions, as absolutely buyers lined up, and look at the market went up, correct? Okay, then again, what happened here? This point to this point, look at that, price going up, and what happened here? this point to this point, MACD crossing down. You see that going down. I'm canceling so you can see very well. So that means that is your another bearish divergence. Market pullback, but immediately market went higher high. Correct? You see that? So same event happened again one more time. This level to this level, price went higher, but the MACD says I want to go south. So MACD still going down. So that is your bearish divergence. So market is keep continuously creating the bearish divergence. Whenever market creates the bearish divergence, what do you see here, folks? For our cloud condition is gaining the ground. So bulls are in control. So when you see the anywhere YouTube video, somebody says, oh, bearish divergence, let's go and short the market, folks. That is the reason people lose, because limited knowledge. That's why you need to apply the technical fundamental class, technical, all the classes technical I give you to gauge the market, folks. So there are a bunch of bearish divergence coming in, but market is continuously bullish. Do you see that? So MACD filling up the gas so far. The way I see right now is completely bulls are in control. Do you see the class what I gave you? Understand? Do you see anywhere bears took over? None. Correct? What that means? That means any pullback is an opportunity to play with the cycle. That's the cycle. All right. Once the real cycle change, that is the strength our community has, folks. The real cycle change for the longer term frame, because for me is all about the cycle. Weekly cycle, monthly cycle, monthly cycle, quarterly cycles, right? Intraday minute cycle, 10-minute cycle, we figured out the direction, correct? And that is the way to go by, rather than gauging and listening to all these headlines and God knows what not, all the gurus and furus telling you. I want to follow the money, folks. That's my strength. I like to follow the money. Money never gives me any lie. That is the reality, no matter what headlines are there. Anyway, so right here, this bearish divergence is most likely filling up the gas until the linear line breaks. Okay, so what do you mean by just linear line? So what I want is, this is 4-hour charts. If market try to break this linear line, correct? You see this? We need market to, on a 4-hour chart, I need this linear line, which is around here. You need certain confirmation, folks, before you jump in. 467.20. That's the linear line. Is your, you want market to break the trend line and then the linear line. So little bit market keep trying those. So you can see right here, this area is trying right now because there is divergence. But strong cloud, let's see what would happen. It could bounce from here or not. So if so, similar event what they did here and bounce here and they bounce. Same thing gonna do here. But now 2023 is over. The book whatever the profit booking need to be done, that everything, whatever the job need to be done is finished. Now 2024, new year, new book starting. So what would be the game plan? Correct? So that can change, anything could happen. That's why what we say is, let the market maker go first. Okay? Because whenever, remember, anytime you want to enter into the position, when these people create all these levels, what do you think? It costs tons of money to go up. All right? So if they want to trap all the bulls and pull back, God knows, agenda is important, folks. So if their agenda is to take the market to 500, 550, whatever it is, 500, 490, nobody knows, folks, right? But if their agenda is, because it's a political year, folks, remember, right? So most probably they would go and try 500 probably. But when the cycle is important, right? If you are on a wrong cycle, you could lose money. Exactly. That's it's all about cycle. Everybody is bullish, everybody is bearish, but what cycle? That is the reason people lose money. Wrong time, wrong cycle, wrong option choice. That's why people lose money. So try to always look for the cycle. So what do I see here is the same scenario right here. We need to wait for here. That's why I said I would be very cautious. So what I do is here, keep the positions smaller event here. But if anything bigger happen, linear line breaks and trend could change, right? Man, then market could go back to 455 and you could have a party, correct? So we need to keep everything in mind. Yes, everything in mind, because this is a bearish divergence, and I'll show you some interesting thing, and this is 4-hour chart. So now I'm gonna go little shorter time frame to show you smart monies are doing, and there's a twist in the game. All right, so here we go. This is your 30-minute charts. All right, what do you see, folks? 30-minute charts. Look at this. So this is 1 day of the work, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Around 2-3 weeks approximately, each 5 days of the work. So probably around 2.5 weeks. All right, so let's understand. Look at here. Look at the condition of the cloud. These clouds were trying to be, the bears were trying to take over, but bulls took it up again. Same thing here, bear tried to take it, then bulls and bear tug of war happened, and bulls took it up. This time, what do you see, folks, here? The bear trying to take over. So 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, okay, 3rd time market. But when this event happened, where was the MACD was doing? MACD was in a bull territory. Over here, MACD is in a bear territory. So now bears are getting excited, I know. Nice. All right, so folks, I love it, folks. I love it when we analyze this way, and we all benefit. So this is just little early, early indication, folks. Okay, that's why I enjoy whatever it market maker do during the live session, and we print money, folks. That's the strength our community has. But there are some people who do long-term swings, these, that, whatever, but that's okay, whatever market does it. But I just give you a little early indication, right? When FBI wants to investigate something, how do they investigate? They were not the witness of anything, but they can figure it out, right? Same thing, we need to figure it out, the market maker agenda, because market maker cannot dump in 1 day a whole thing, whatever they want to do. If they want to go down, they will go slowly down. Just same thing, they will go slowly up, slowly down, but we need to figure it out. So this is 30-minute chart, folks. Okay, so this is a little early indication to give you heads up. You got to apply a technical fundamental class, right? So MACD in a bear territory. Okay, that's the little early indication, 10%. But remember, over here this happened, buyer lined up, but this time we're in a bear territory. Let's see how the bear has a power or not. All right, so keep this thing in mind, folks. Okay, this is the twist in the bull game, bullish game. All right, anyway, so this is what I would say, folks. So I looked at into daily chart, 4-hour charts, 30-minute charts to give you all the scenario, because I'm not a bull, I'm not a bear. That's not what I teach. What I teach you is to look at the both side of the coin. Cannot be one side, and we don't want to be a loser. We want to be winner. And how can you win? Looking at both the side and let the market maker go first. So this is what I can see in the market condition. So now if I wanted to see, there is always, when the rain comes, there's always a leak somewhere, right? Before the tsunami takes the whole house. So let's figure out, is there any leak in anywhere? So we're gonna go and look at into certain indexes. So remember, there's a lot of indexes. S&P 500, we have NASDAQ, right? We have Russell 2000 indexes. Then we can look into some of the ETF. We can look at in some of the stocks. So at lower level, if you see anywhere something happening that come to the surface level, at the ETF level, at the index level, right? So we're gonna look into that side also. So that's why I said today's video would be a little bit interesting to watch. Okay, so be patientful. Okay, so let's do this now. Let's look into what I was saying about is the market, the other indexes. Okay, so let's do this. This is S&P 500. Okay, now look into the NASDAQ, folks. So you know what, we're gonna look into QQQQ. QQQ is pretty much NASDAQ. So same thing here, QQQQQ. what QQQ doing? Look at that right here. Market poked through the resistance, folks. QQQ already poked through the resistance, right? And now little pulling back. So if you notice here, QQQ, just let me clean it up. This is I need to clean up some stuff. So what do you see here? Same thing, bearish diversion, but bulls are in control. As you can see, completely bulls are in control. So this is again is overextended market, right? If the QQQ is overextended, if they pull back, how far they pull back, that's what we need to watch. Maybe create here and create a little pullback and can bounce and could go higher also. That's why. So what we do is same thing. We need to draw the trend line. Check that out. So how far they could pull back. Keep it in mind, right? So slight, I can see a slight pullback if they have to do this, and then could go higher also. But this is looking nice and bullish. And then later stage they could go and test the trend line if they need to do, because parabolic move. Okay, so that's that. Now we're gonna look into the Russell 2000 IWM. So this index, so this index is already given up a little bit, but what do I see here, folks? So our target was 200, which we did reach the 200 area, Russell 2000. But look at the MACD is over bought territory, folks, right here. So what does it mean? So in this case, folks, we have, if you look at the Russell 2000 has all, these are all small cap stocks, so they have a tons of room. If you notice the S&P 500, we are testing the top roof, right? QQQ already broke, SPY already testing the top, but the Russell 2000, they are the laggard. So there are so many stocks in a cyclical, they are right now laggard. So if they need to catch up this, then what would happen is, folks, plenty of room. So cyclical stock has a more room to go up than the mega cap. That's how I see, and that is the reason I'll explain you right now here. Look, Apple stock. Let's look into Apple. What Apple is doing, folks. Apple already started the bear flag. I mean, look at the, not the bear flag, bearish diversion, and look at the MACD. Look at your technical class. Look at the weakness. So Apple looking weak due to the Apple had an overextended and Apple pullback bearish cycle right here, Apple. So Apple has a weakness. So remember what I said, we need to look at index, we need to look at some of the stocks, which is Apple got weakness. Microsoft, what Microsoft is doing. What I noticed, folks, Microsoft is looking, it has a bearish, but Microsoft came down here, bear cycle, Microsoft was going up. You see that? So Microsoft has a strength, folks, filling up the gas here. Every MACD while going down, price action is not going down on Microsoft. Microsoft is holding very good. Let's take a look at Google. Google, same thing. We are at the resistance level right here. Google still has a bullish strength. Okay. Amazon got a diversion, bearish diversion. So Amazon got a weakness. All right, so Amazon got a little. So many stock has a slight weakness showing up on a mega cap. Let's look at the NVIDIA. All right, so NVIDIA right here. NVIDIA is the resistance right at the top, and bullish hammer right there. MACD hugging and kissing. Bulls are completely in control. All the simple moving average lined up. And if I look at the short term NVIDIA 30-minute charts, let me go into the 4-hour charts. Yeah, so NVIDIA is same thing, folks. Okay, NVIDIA has little slight weakness, nothing crazy weakness, just clouds are strong, cloud support is there. And if the MACD entered the bear territory, NVIDIA could change the gear and we could go and test the supply, which is right around here, 478 area, folks. NVIDIA, this area could go. So we test NVIDIA cloud bounce, but the conditions are still bullish. So we're still compressing around here, and this is a process of a week or two. Let's see how much, let's see how much pullback. Slightly sloping resistance started building on NVIDIA. Correct? You see this point to this point is lower. So let's see what happened. New year starting. Now we need to see here, because MACD is still here. It's testing. If the NVIDIA bounce here, then NVIDIA could go and break this roof, and we could go higher and break the 500 also. That's why we need to see what the MACD would do from here on. We need to find out. Cloud conditions are bullish, MACD is bearish. That's why. So kind of this is the caution area for the market conditions. So we need to give a little more time for mega cap, folks. Okay. Then and we need to look into. Somebody said, "Look, Josh, can you take a look at the Mara?" Then we're gonna look into the Tesla. So let's look at the Mara. Somebody said, "Josh, look into Mara." So this is when you look at the Mara here, folks. Our target was somewhere around 32. That's what pretty much reached, right? And look at the pullback. Whenever I see like this, folks, you see these all the SMAs are bullish, but these candles are telling me. So, okay. In a simple language, okay. Whenever you see a parabolic move like this, right? That's called like a people are feeling like a FOMO. Something like people are in a motion to feel like, oh man, I left behind. Let me go and jump in. Let me go and jump in. Something like that. So people get carried away with this, and it's called parabolic move happens. So this is irrational, folks. I would not consider this is a bull run. This is not a bull run. This is irrational. Whenever anything happen, be careful to learn to book the profit. Targets were here, learn to book the profit, and this is the fact. What does it mean? That means this it's like a pulling the rug event. This is a pulling the rug before anybody else pulls. People want to book the profit faster. So if somebody short, they can print money. That's why we shorted and we made a killing on Friday, right? Friday we had a great time, right? So similar like that, folks. Okay, so this is weakness. So this could go further lower also, folks. Okay, that's how I read it. Why I would say that? Let's go and look into smaller time frame. I'll explain you, give you my explanation. So see this trend line. So look at, we are overextended from the trend line, correct? You see this overextended. So whenever market get overextended here, then they need to go and test the linear line. Linear line is around this area right here around $18. So that doesn't mean they're gonna go and give every day red. It could have a one green day, one red day, like that, because there are so many bears. It can happen. That's the game they play, and then eventually they could go and test this. So Mara wants to go and test this trend line. That's how I see right now, folks, based off of the things looking around. Okay, MACD is super duper bearish. The bears took over the cycle when bulls were in control. You see this now. What do you see? You got to apply the class I teach you. The bear took over the control. When bear take over the control, right, people become hopeful. I don't become hopeful, folks. Okay, that's that's how things are. You got to understand this. This is bearish. Okay, so be careful. That's what I would say, folks. You got to do your due diligence before you enter into any positions or any change positions. That's up to you, folks. This is my own information. You have to do your homework. Remember that. Okay, so again, there's any irrational decisions market has, and this is what the end result is if people don't book the profit. That's how I look into. Okay, so that's your Mara. Now let's look into the Tesla. Right, Tesla. So Tesla still, folks, if you notice, the 50 simple moving averages is not lined up, correct? That is the reason you will see there are a lot of red candle coming in. Why? Because the bulls are uh, investors, right? There are some asset managers, money makers. They want to little bit cautious. Any event comes, they try to pull back their money because they don't want to lose the money. So that's how I read here. Why? Because your simple moving average are not lined up, and that is the only one reason this market is Tesla is not performing just like other stocks, like which is what going up. So what does it mean? So I see, remember, I always used to say, folks, trend line is your friend, not the headline. So we were super bullish when this breakout happened, right? Channel breakout, downward channel breakout, and we broke through and said target is around 268. We reached to 265. Why? Look at the sloping major 2021 sloping resistance. We test several times. Tops falling, tops falling, tops are falling, tops are falling. Every time Tesla tops are falling, correct? So that is the reason we said that, hey folks, this would be your exit zone. So I'm not a bearish, folks. Those who are a Tesla bull, the moment I say something, they get get angry. No, folks. Remember, I'm trying to tell you what I see. Okay, when to become bullish, when to become bearish on technical terms. Okay, that doesn't mean to me anything because I don't have any position open to Tesla. Correct. But I was trading Tesla on Friday, Thursday. We had a good time, right, folks? Anyway, so for me, right now, Tesla got a little bearish divergence coming in. So this level to this level is going up and sloping resistance rejection. So Tesla wants to go little lower. Now, how far Tesla could go, right? That's the people have a question. So remember, your trend is your friend. You see this trend line. So now let's go little smaller. Right now, still Tesla has a bullish squeeze continuation, but bulls are not excited here. You see the squeeze, the volumes are not there. So whenever you see volumes are not there and you see a big sell-off like powerful candle, you see this teeny mini green candle and a big red candle. That's not good for the stock to climb up. Anytime stock wants to go up, you need, right, stacking candles. Bulls should be stacking the candles like this. What do you see here? More powerful bearish candle, right? Engulfing candle. You don't want to have an engulfing candle at the time when market is climbing. That is not good. That is bad. So you try to go 2-3 days up, right? 4 days up, and then kaboom, pull the rug on you. And that's why all the option people get lose. People lose the money on premium. So MACD now trying to cross right here on daily, but we're gonna go to smaller time frame and look into Tesla. So smaller time frame Tesla 4 hours, we have a bearish divergence right here. That's what we know earlier noticed on daily as well as on a 4 hours also bearish divergence, right? MACD already crossed, but this time, okay, folks, listen very carefully. You see every strip, you see black strip, that is the 1 day of the work. Okay, now this is a 4-hour chart, has a lot of potential to a lot of strength here. So what happened here, folks? Let's analyze. When this time in November time, most of the time market spend here compress in this range between 250 to 230, correct? And then Tesla test the support right here. This is your demand zone, and what? Bounce right here and shoot up, correct? MACD shoot up. Now this time, folks, okay, very careful. Divergence, bearish divergence, same thing, bearish divergence here. We went down and lower low and we bounce. Okay, I'm gonna lay out the bull and bear scenario, folks. Okay, so be a little patientful here to understand because I see a lot of things are happening here. Okay, so in order to Tesla to go up, they can't just simply take it up. They need to also validate certain price area, certain areas, and then they took it up also if they want to do that. So if this MACD almost trying to enter into bear territory, so we are testing the cloud. You see this area, if you see this linear line Tesla breaks, then it's not good for Tesla. 246.62. If this line breaks, maybe they could break a little bit, but you have a major sloping support around 245, folks. Okay, you see this is the area to watch. If this breaking here 240, just keep it in 244, folks. Okay, because dollar doesn't make any difference here. So 246, 245. So 244, if this trend line breaks, they can fake out this and then they bounce from here and then could go higher also. Why? Because similar event happened here. So same thing, they validate this price and could go higher, right? Or if this trend line breaks, then they could go to 230. Why? Because MACD is about to enter into bear territory, and that is not going to be good if that happens, because we tried one time bearish divergence this cycle, we tried and then bounce. Same thing this cycle, and then second cycle we are trying to enter into bear territory. Once the way market enter into bear territory, this is what happens, folks. These bears are in get control. So if that happens right now, need to be very cautious here. So just to give you idea for the bulls and bear scenario for Tesla, if they test this, right, this is the area to watch. See if it bounce, if it breaks, MACD enter into. That's why you said you need to apply the things what I teach you in technical fundamental class, technical stuff what I teach you to understand, right? And based off of that, need to market could move, the Tesla could move, right? So understand that, folks, right? Rather than being a hopeful, right? Being a hopeful, oh, hopefully it's gonna bounce, hopefully it's gonna do it. That hope is your enemy, folks. That's not the way I trade, folks. That you need to eliminate the hope and replace with the confidence, and that only happens when you apply the proper all the combination of the class. That's how opens up the lock, not just the technical fundamental, financial fundamental, macro. Every classes I give you has a value. Apply to it. That has the strength. Then being a hopeful, right, you need to understand what cycle you're trading. Are you trading 1 week option, trading intraday, or trading 1 month option? Are you trading for long-term stocks like 2 years when stock dump? Anytime you are investing money into 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, you need to understand the horizon. Anytime that cycle has so many macro situation in tangled up long term, that you need to consider those factors, because when tsunami comes, every building gets shaken out, right? Because you choose the longer term, and that's where the people get shaken out. So that if you do longer term, there's always opportunity market creates. You never know when that would be, right? So plan accordingly. But over here, this is what I would say as far the smart monies are. We need to find out here what would happen from here. Okay, so MACD is alarming here little bit, first time little bit. Let's see what happens now, the new year starting. Okay, so if this area breaks, then we could be a red flag, folks. Okay, just to give you idea. But if it is bounce here, because it's a new week starting, if they want to bounce, they could bounce and lower low creates, and MACD already here in the bear territory, then we could break this and go down. So let's see, we will see as the time goes by, a couple of days, see how it goes through. All right, that's your Tesla. So now pretty much this is what market look like current situation. Okay, Teslas and Maras and Googles and all. I'm gonna look into the people say Josh can take a look into the some of the Bitcoin, right? So BTC, USD. So what do you see in the Bitcoin, folks, here? Bitcoin looking, wow, look at the Bitcoin, man. Bitcoin looking great. Wow, did you notice that, folks? Wow, look at that. This is nice. This is nice and bullish. Look at the Bitcoin MACD filling up the gas. They want to go to higher. Bitcoin. Oh yeah, Bitcoin looking good. So folks, if Bitcoin flies, Mara could fly too. But market maker has all the hand things in their hand, folks. Okay, So plan accordingly, whatever you want to plan, because Bitcoin is going up. Mara could be a good also probably here. Let's see if this could be a good sell, and then probably can bounce. But that's market maker agenda, folks. We need to find out if they got the power. So let's take a look at the coin. So I expect a little pullback, right? Coin is also going up and up and up, so there might be some pullback. So same thing, Mara also, coin pullback. Mara could pull back somewhere here, right? Look, this is just this area to watch, right? And see what happens from here onwards. Mara, if it bounce from here somewhere, 1 or 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, whatever the cycle creates. But the way the Bitcoin is flying high right now, that is good for the Mara, right? So it could bounce also later stage. But this is parabolic move, that's why crazy pullback. All the option got expiring Friday probably, that could be the reason. So it's a healthy pullback, retest and bounce is a good entry here. That's how I see. Okay, so then AMD, some people suggest look at the AMD also, so I'm going to look into AMD. AMD is also right now little bullish. Look at the bulls are in full flash control. MACD is still bullish, so AMD looking bullish. So what we need to keep it in mind is the more cyclical stocks. See how they will be performing, folks. So for example, Shopify. Look at the Shopify. Look at the strength of Shopify. They still want to go higher despite MACD bearish. So Shopify looking good. If any pullback, Shopify is great. Just to give you idea. UPSD cross is bearish. AI. AI is right now testing the cloud, is little bearish here, still bulls are in control, and it could probably, this one is sideways, nothing great, but if it bounce here it could go higher, but I don't like the chart. But cyclicals are, folks, could print good money on a good side, longer side. That's how I see. What do we need to look into? TLT, folks. I need to look into TLT. So TLT, if you take a look at it here, TLT got a little divergence. So we found little weakness on TLT. That could be the one of the reason market could pull back, right? Yeah, TLT got a little weakness, so we'll see how the TLT perform also. Got a little weakness here on a TLT. Trying to cross. Well, it's a new year starting, folks, so we'll see whatever it happens. So that's the whole thing. You need to wait for it. We're gonna give a little time to analyze more. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to market and see what market look like. So the laid out the 2024, folks, like they might compress. We need to see how much they're gonna pull back, and then reverse cycles. Cycle change. We could go higher, right? So 2024 is like, people think, oh, Josh, I don't have the crystal ball, but based off of this run right here, you see this run, there is a technically you need to understand, there's always we need to go and retest this trend line. How they will test it? Bunch of cycles create in between, bulls and bear cycle, and then retest, or go and retest in one shot like this, how they did it here, and test the run shot in that market maker decides, folks. So for that reason, we need to wait for the linear line to test right here, 467.20. If that breaks, right, then we could go and retest the major area right here, and that's where the cup and handle could play, right, as we go by. So we'll see what kind of bear cycle market creates. This style, that could be a 1 month or maybe longer. We'll see whatever it does, or like this, or like this, right? That's what we need to wait and watch. So I would say need to be a little cautious, but I'm still bullish. Why? Because I gave you example of S&P 500. All the mega caps are overextended. Magnificent 7 stocks they are bleeding, but cyclical stock has remember, folks, all the stock combination of the stocks creates the index, right? So S&P 500, Nasdaq, they already, so if you look at the Nasdaq, already went through the all-time high, right? But when you look at the S&P 500, we are very close to all-time high. But if you look at the IWM, we are 50% away from the all-time high. See the difference is? So that's what market is doing to take the cyclical stock slowly up. That's what I would say here, okay? And then, because you can't have a laggard living in the back, you need to have everything. This is how the economy, folks, works. You can't have, you got to understand all those things, okay? So give a little time, all right? Give a little time, and that's how it goes. So I think market is still bullish, but laggards has a little strength, all right? So see you guys tomorrow morning, 9:30. 2024 year, folks, okay? 2024 tomorrow morning 9:30 live every day. I go live, folks. Join the community. This is, if you want to join the community, folks, we have a new announcement also on tomorrow. I will do that, the new class, folks, okay? This would be our new class, and take the opportunity, folks. We have a last day of the deal. People are asking me, George, can you give me this deal? Can you little wait? And all right, so take this deal, folks. Right now, this is the best deal you have, which is the $2,500 that is going away. Today is the last day. And then if you want to join the WhatsApp community, folks, right here, this is the community where we post right here. Community is right here. You can join, okay? So yeah, this is the, you can scan the code, you can join the community right there, okay? And a new class, folks, enroll for your path to success class, those who wants to, right here. And we have a technique of trading Tesla, because 100% ratio people are losing trading Tesla options. So people are asking me to create a class, and I think this is the best option to do that, to create a class. But this will be a lengthy class, folks, okay? Because I don't believe in a shortcut, right? There are various cycle we trade on Tesla, and that is the problem, because everybody is not different. Like some people do day trading, some people do swing trading, some people do spread. There are risk and risk adjustment. So what I'm going to do is, in this class, folks, I'm going to do a risk adjustment based off of cycles, and that's why this class is the lengthiest class, folks. This is ridiculously low price, I would say, because if the way, the amount of things I need to put it into this to teach you is it will be amazing, folks, okay? So what I will do is, let me give you some little explanation what you're gonna learn in this class. So day trading, swing trading, and spread, that alone takes me a lot of time to explain you these so many things. I will go ahead into these. There are different fast track, slow track, medium track. I go into these to trade Tesla, and how that happens, because I got to go into technicals, and man, that's why you need to learn all those things. That's why people are losing money. Without knowledge, they just, somebody said, oh, Tesla gonna go to millions of cars, and Tesla gonna be AI, and then they take a trade for 1 week. Then it's no good, right? You buy option for 1 week. You got to understand, there's a lot of people go and create, and then your cycle is, you don't know what cycle to enter. You getting my point? That is the reason I'm going to teach you in this class to identify proper cycles, which trend you need to learn. You need to know any breakout, fake out, how to use it. Bullish, bearish, divergent, market has varieties, levels of divergence, has it weak divergence, strong divergence. All those things I will explain in this. Velocity of making money versus losing money. You need to understand this velocity, folks. That's where the you got to understand. People want to jump in right away. Yeah, understand these, right? You got on this. This is the important part. That's why people lose money. Why you lose money? Understand all these things. I will teach you in the class in option theory. Then market has Tesla has a lot of demand and supply cycles. You need to know these, folks. And that's why we need to learn the cycle. Then you can apply your demand and supply at the same time. That's why this class is, folks, it's $1,500 class would be this one. Because you could give a $20,000, $30,000. That's what people are telling me to the market maker. Why not to have a proper education? So I do for the one time for $750. Those who want to sign up, you can go ahead and sign up if you want to do that. You have the information. How do you sign up? The class. The payment information is right here. You see, use this scan. and you can put your amount 750. So first 20 student, right, we will do that at 750. After that we will see the price, how much time I have to put in more. But first 20 students I will get for this price. Okay, first 20 students. So if you want to enroll, go for it. Technical demands are, so all these event, like many people, there are varieties of technical event. Then Tesla has their own event also. How to do that? That all gonna learn in the class. Then identifying the better cycle, right? There are varieties of cycles market has, that Tesla has it. That what I'm gonna teach you. This is very important, folks, right? Yeah, and then if you see the cycle, based off of that, you need to apply a lot of your strategy, like buying naked calls, naked put, or spread, or swing trading, anything, right? There is a variety. You need to understand. You can't just keep put your all the gear, same gear every time, right? Based on the are you climbing the mountain, or are you on a downhole slip, right? All those things we need to apply at the same time. That's why this class is not going to be easy, folks. Okay, you know, this is going to take a lot of tolls on me, but I want to make sure that I'll teach, because everybody is losing money. 100% ratio of losing money in trading Tesla options, folks, before they join the community. Before they join our community, even still in the community, people are losing. But so far I ask everybody a questions trading Tesla options, people were losing the money whenever I always ask in the class, right? So why not to learn the better technique? So learn to wait also, because these are a lot more things. You need to, you know, how can you eat your meal, right? In the house, you need to cook it. So when you cook it, that's the waiting time. You need to learn. That's why I say cool, calm, and compose. So intraday, I also wait. Swing, you also need to learn to wait. But how, when, and how, that's what you're gonna learn in the class, correct? That's why you need to learn this. Then avoid the noise. Tons of noise you're gonna see in the class. Technical noise, event noise, varieties of noise you're gonna come. I will explain you. Mathematical noise, velocity, so many things, varieties of noise to learn to apply. That's why this class, this price is way discounted, folks. Okay, because of the amount of knowledge I'll be sharing in the class to learn. All right, so go for it if you want to go for it. All right, and yeah, folks, that's it about it, folks. I think I don't want to take too much time, but thank you everybody, you know, for being here and join the community. Right here, the codes are join, and these are the classes I offer, folks. Right here, these are the classes I offer, and I'll also figure out some more classes, same classes with the combinations. All right, so this is what the community you can join. And also please join YouTube, folks, every day, live stream free. All right, so see you tomorrow morning, 9:30, folks, 9:30 to 4 o'clock, free on YouTube at Top Trading Edge. Type it in Top Trading Edge live. I'll be there on Monday to Friday, 9:30 to 4. Thanks, bye.